guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to do a proper maintenance wash for your car. How to make your car look really nice and refreshed. And this is a great example. This is my Mini Countryman JCW. Me and my partner use this as our workhorse. So it takes a lot of miles, and because it's being used so often, I hardly got the time to clean this car. So it's littered now with watermarks, stains, even the plastics are looking a little brown. And the interior, of course, you can imagine, right? It's kind of dirty, okay? But fret not, with using XPEL's Aftercare products, we can not only give this car a nice refresh, but we can give it a new lease of protection to keep this car looking nice and cool a little bit longer, all right? Especially right now, it's the festive season in Chinese New Year. You want to make this red color really on and to really pop, right? So stay tuned in this video. I'm going to show you some tips and tricks and also how to use all these products from XPEL. So I always start by cleaning the rims and tires first because these are the most dirty parts of the car. So I hit it with a generous layer of iron oxide remover, and this is going to help break down the brake dust. And for this to work, we're going to let it sit for around 2-3 minutes. Now, word of caution, please make sure your rims are cool first before you hit it with any chemicals. Now, while the iron remover is working, I'll clean the tires, aka the rubbers. Now, this is a big tip. See, our tires not only accumulate dirt, but it also releases this chemical called anti-ozonant, which stains the tire walls, make it look brown or sometimes even yellowish. And if you don't remove it before you dress the tires, it will quickly lose its rich black color and return to this brown stain looking like, which is frankly just not very sightly. So if you want your tires to look nice, black and clean longer, do this step. For this, I use a multi-purpose cleaner. I spray it directly on the rubber and then scrub it with a dedicated tire brush. And you can see there's so much brown stuff coming out from the rubbers. Now when I'm done with the rubbers, it should be around 2-3 minutes in, and the iron oxide remover should be breaking down majority of the brake dust like this. As you can see, there's some purple chemical reaction. With that, I'll give the whole wheel a good rinse, and now I can start my hand washing part of the rims and tires. Now for that, I like to first start with the detail brush, and this is to go after all the nooks and crannies where all the brake dust could be accumulated. Now a good tip is that you can spray the iron oxide remover onto the brush and then go for those parts. I especially like to go for the wheel nut area that accumulates a lot of brake dust often. And after that, we work on the body of the car. First, I like to rinse off any dirt on the car using some water. And if the car is extra dirty like this, I like to give it a pre-wash foam soak. Now to do that, spray a generous layer of foam shampoo on the car and let it sit for around 3 to 5 minutes to let the dirt break down. Now this is so that when you wash the car later on with the mitt, you reduce the scratches as some of the dirt will already be removed by the pre-wash foam soak, or some of the dirt will already be softened by the foam. Now while waiting for the foam to work, I like to grab a detail brush and work on the nooks and crannies of the car. So one very handy product to have is XPEL's water spot remover. Now, we live in a tropical country with loads of rain. Now, water spots can quickly accumulate, and these water spots can not only stain our paint, or it can sometimes damage our PPF permanently as well. So after your car has been cleaned, give the surface a few sprays of XPEL's water spot remover and let it dwell for a couple of minutes. And after that, use a microfiber towel to wipe it down before rinsing it off with some water. As you can see, after all the water spots are removed, it restores the coating's hydrophobicity. Alright guys, that was a full wash using all the equipment, like the power washer and stuff like that. But how about some of those people who don't have all those equipment? How can we clean our car then? Well, XPEL just got a solution for you. This one over here is the rinse-free car wash by XPEL. Now, it's not only a sort of shampoo where you clean the car, it also leaves a little bit of polymer, some lubricating polymer behind, so that when you're wiping it, not only it protects it while you're cleaning up the car, but it gives that little bit of protectant as well. So it gives that little gloss at the end of it and keep it nice and shiny longer. So I'm going to give you a few tips to use this. Number one, you can have 2 buckets to wash it like usual, right? So you drop 5 caps of this inside a bucket over here, and then you have another bucket here. You need to have your grit over here. This is where you remove all the dirt so you don't reintroduce them back onto the car, right? So I'm going to show how to use it, then I'm going to show you the other way to use it, right? So I've got a microfiber towel, you dip it in, and what you want to do is to have almost like a handful, right? Just like that. And you're going to go and wipe your car like that, just like that. Okay? And what you want to do is not really push too hard because you don't want to introduce scratches to your car. You just want to sort of gently pick up the dirt. So instead of rubbing like this, think of it, you're sort of picking up dirt from the car. Okay? That's how you use the rinse-free shampoo. And once you're done with that, you can dunk it into your rinse bucket, give it a nice scrub on the grit, remove all the dirt, and then you can go back in here, get more shampoo, lubricate the core, go in again for another round. And after you're done with that, all you're going to do is take a new microfiber towel that's dry and then just wipe it off. And then that's it. So that's one way of doing it. Let me show you another way. Now here's another tip to use this product. Now I have this here, an empty spray bottle, and I put in some of this rinse-free shampoo. What you can do right now is that if let's say you have some little tight areas that you want to clean, or you have a huge dirt spot like a bird poop or something, rather than just using a microfiber towel, you might introduce too much friction. So what I'd like to do is I use this and I'll just spray and spam it, right? And what I'll do later on is I'll do the same thing, okay? Get some of the shampoo, wait for it to work a little bit, soften the dirt, then I'll go in and gently remove the dirt, okay? And this is pretty useful as well when you go on a long distance drive or something and if you see bird poop on your car, the rinse-free shampoo can become something of a savior, right? And look, voila! Not only is it shiny, I've reduced the scratches while cleaning, and I leave behind some protectant polymer with the rinse-free shampoo. Gotta try this out. Alright guys, the Mini Countryman is just popping right now. Look at the red. It's deeper, it's glossier, and it's just so much nicer because we remove all those stubborn stains, the watermarks, and now the color is allowed to shine, okay? What's next is 2 more steps, okay? We're gonna protect the exterior a little bit more, enhance it, and then we're gonna do some interior cleaning and protection as well. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, Thomas, you already have PPF, you already have ceramic coating. Why are you doing additional protection on top of that? Well, first things first, we need to add some ceramic boost on top of your current ceramic coating. Now, why is that? Now, because your car is exposed to weather, exposed to sun, exposed to all those dirt, it's wearing down that nice ceramic coating, that slickness, that gloss is being reduced. So this is how we add on a little bit more layer, add the gloss back, give it a little bit of a topping so it lasts a little bit longer. So this is the maintenance. Think of it like an oil change for your car. This is like a service for your ceramic coating. So we're going to do this step right now, and then I'm going to show you, if you don't have access to this, what can you do at home? I got 2 products to show you in a moment. For now, let's hit this car with the ceramic boost. Make sure to always wear a mask to protect yourself, okay? So, how the ceramic goes is very simple. Spray it on the surface, just like that. And what you want to do is use one side of the microfiber towel to wipe this. Okay, spread the product around. Okay. What I like to do a cross hatch. So make sure I cover a good area. Okay. Now once that's done, I'm going to flip over to buff it all up. Okay. But look at that, just a lot more glossier, and check this out, it's a lot smoother. This thing can slide off easily, okay? That shows the slickness of the ceramic boost. Now, if you want your car to have that nice after detail kind of look, that gloss, here's a little hack. You can get XPEL's detail spray. Now, I like this product because it's very easy to use. You simply just spray and you just buff it on and off. Okay, no worries about leaving any streaks or whatsoever. It's very user friendly, and the end result is there's a little bit of a nice slick touch, a little bit of protectant, right, to give you that nice glossy finish. Very easy to use. Now, the other reason why this is really handy to keep it in your car is that this becomes as an emergency wipe off. Sometimes you get some bird stains or maybe some dirt on the car and tar. If you want to just quickly remove it, just hit it with some detail spray, let it soak up and just wipe it off. Again, it's so easy to use. It lubricates and leaves behind that nice gloss, right? So this is detail spray. I like to use it after I wash my car, or I use it while I'm drying my car. Alright guys, so this is the paint protection sealant. Now traditionally you would use this on top of your PPF, right? Which is great, it's a great pairing. Now you can use this at home because it's easy to apply, and of course if you leave extra, it's just easy to buff off. Just add more product and then you can buff it off, right? But what I like to use as a little bit of a hack is to have this also applied in door jambs and area facing up. See, these areas most likely is going to get water stacking up over here, and we live in a tropical country, you're going to get that. So this gives a little bit more resistance, okay, to water marks, okay? So just apply a little bit like so, you just need a little bit, right? And you want to go in circular motions, and you can start applying onto any area of your car. It becomes a little bit of a sacrificial layer so that the minerals won't etch onto the paint, okay? And of course, it leaves it nice and slick as well. Now, after this is applied, wait for it to start to haze, and then you can just buff it off. Oh, would you look at that? That's nasty, isn't it? All that prints and oils, and sometimes this happens to a car, and if you're a little bit of a detail freak like me, this thing kind of drives you nuts, right? Now, there's a lot of products out there, and I've tried using them, and it sort of still leaves some streaks behind. So here's the hack. This is XPEL's anti-static window tint cleaner. I can use it on the inside, use it on the exterior as well, okay? And what I love about this product is that, number one, it resolves this very quickly and very easily. You don't have to use 2-3 different cloths to buff and stuff like that. Just a little bit of spray, right? Wipe a little bit. You don't need to use a dedicated window cloth or something. Just a regular microfiber towel. Just make sure it's clean. And look at that. Nice and glossy, right? So don't have to worry about people touching your windscreen like that. Okay. The best part about this, not only is easy to use, it leaves behind a nice, glossy, sleek finish that resists dust from sticking on it, right? Pretty cool product, pretty good hack from XPEL. All right, the exterior is all done. Now let me introduce you to not only the interior, but the most dirty part of the interior, and that is your steering wheel, all right? So to clean that, you just need XPEL's interior cleaner, and you can do two things. Number one, you can agitate the dirt using a detail brush like this. So I'm just going to spray some over here, but then spraying on over there because you're going to get a lot of product everywhere, right? So I'm just going to spread it around and sort of agitate. I find the dirtiest part is always here where you grab your steering, okay? You know, you shake people's hands, you eat your lunch, go to the washroom. I mean, most of you wash your hands, right? You know, but it can accumulate a lot of dirt, right? So after you agitate, you get a foam like so, okay? And then use your buffing towel and give it a gentle rub, right? Don't just wipe it off, just give it a little abrasiveness. Leather can take some, you know, some scratching, right? Or some, you know, some friction, okay? And you want to wipe make sure all the product comes off from your car, okay? And always be sure not to use too much product or not it will be soaking, okay? Now, just like that, the difference between the left and the right, this is starting to look matte, that's glossy, okay? And that's how much oils, fats and dirt gets accumulated on the steering wheel. Right, I'm going to continue on this whole thing. Alright guys, here is a great example of how Alcantara sometimes not a good idea. So you can see the discoloration. Here you can see this, plastic trim is black, and this is like not really grey, it's not really greenish, it's just some weird color. And look, the cleaner parts are actually more grey and this is like green. So this is actually the accumulation of fats or oils from our skin, right? Okay. And of course, some of our dead skin and dirt and stuff like that. So it's pretty disgusting. Okay, so how do we deal with this? You can use XPEL's interior cleaner. I'm just going to drench a little bit of this area with the interior cleaner. Let it sit for a bit. You can either use a stiffer bristle brush, but because Alcantara is a bit, gentle, I like to use the soft one. Just hold it on the tip and just sort of give it a nice brush in it. Okay, and then what you want to do is wipe it off. Okay, so it's like that. It's a gentle wipe. Be sure not to wipe too hard with Alcantara, you might just blister the material. And look at that, it's looking nice and black right now and all the dirt is over here, revealing a nice clean microfiber or Alcantara surface. So this product is pretty neat because you can use it on your plastics, you can use it onto your cushion, your leathers, you can use it on everything interior, right? So one product for all. So check out this one. Alright guys, we're going to show you the last product we're going to use. This is the XPEL's Fusion Plus ceramic coating, but for interior upholstery. Okay, now if you're like me, you like your upholstery to look matte and non-shiny and sticky, this is a great product. So it applies a ceramic coating on it. It also protects your interior from UV damage, etc., which is discoloration, blah, blah, blah. You don't want all of that, right? So you can apply this. And the other good thing about this, when you apply it onto your fabric and your leather, it becomes hydrophobic. So when you spill something in the car, not to worry, it will just dash everything away, okay? So here's how I'm going to use it. First of all, you're going to put on the mask, right? So one of the things that is an ingredient here is petroleum, okay? Just like all ceramic coating, it has some VOC. You want to always protect yourself, right? So we're going to spray onto this surface over here, okay? Just like so. We're just going to drench the surface with a light mist, okay? And then what you're going to do is use a microfiber towel and just sort of wipe it down. Just sort of wipe it down, spread it around. You don't have to get it super dry, but just sort of move the product around a little bit. Now you don't need a lot of it. A little bit goes a long way, okay? I'm going to make sure the microfiber bits gets all of it. And how I do that is I kind of go cross hatch, okay? Different angles, up and down, left and right for the microfiber bits. I'm going to make sure all the fiber gets this stuff, okay? And just like that, you protected your seats. Now, the other benefit of this product is that because it's ceramic coating, it produces a nice hydrophobic layer even onto your microfiber, leather, etc. and even to your plastic trims, right? And you're going to see as I apply this, it's going to make the car look a little bit darker, make the surface look a little bit darker, a little bit glossier, just that nice, fresh, new car look, okay? Spray a little bit of product, again, make sure you wear a mask, and then you just want to spread it around in a circular motion. Just make sure it gets into all the nooks and crannies, okay? Right. And maybe I've used a little bit too much product, but hey, it's gonna be fine, right? Spuff it off, and look at that. There's this nice gloss to it, isn't it? Okay, not shiny, like oily shiny, but sort of like a matte gloss. Okay, you can also apply it onto this black piano to give it a little bit more protection, and of course to the Alcantara as well. So same thing applies. Just do a couple of hits on it, and you want to make sure that you go into either a left and right motion, okay, and circular motion. You want to go into different directions, because for microfiber, it's a fiber. You want to make sure that you get all angles, okay. So just go ahead and spread that around, and what's that going to do is that's going to give it that nice hydrophobicity. It's important on your door cards because when you open the door when it's raining, it doesn't get wet. That's how you use XPEL's Fusion Plus ceramic coating for upholstery. So there you have it, guys. Look at my Countryman JCW. It's nice and red and hot, right? It's all glossy, ready for Chinese New Year. I can't wait. Voila! Okay, so that's all the products I've used onto my car to make sure that, you know, it not only cleans up the surface, bring your interior and exterior to the next level, but also protect it, right? So all these products here are available on XPEL's website. I'm going to put a link in the description below for you to shop around, okay? Now, someone asked me what's my favorite among all of this. I like all of them, but if I really got to choose one, I must have this one over here, the detail spray, okay? Because of its versatile use of, you know, giving that nice gloss after you wash your car, but also you can use it during road trips, during car meets. You want to make sure your car looks nice and shiny, and you have that emergency, you know, clean up for your car, okay? So that's it for this video. I hope this video gives you a little bit of insight to actually up your car care game, all right? Take your car care to the next level, okay? And if you want to find out more about XPEL's products, whether it's PPF, whether it's coating, detailing, and also tinting, check out their website and check out your nearest dealer at your place, okay? I highly recommend their products because I've been using them for all my cars and never been more satisfied, okay? So contact your nearest dealer to find out more about the pricing and also how you can protect your car that you love, okay? So with that, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a like if you enjoyed it and share this video to someone who loves to take care of their car, and also subscribe to my channel for more content like this in the future. As always, take care, keep it 100%, love you guys, and peace out.